take like a Hot Wheels track and put it on that S thing and like race cars down there. Anyway, here's our GSL Protoss. I'm going to do it after the match today. That's the plan. He is pretty dangerous. Losing last game to Huck, but some people still call him a
GSL killer.
Actually a really nice guy in real life, though. Yep.
Former roommate of Artosis, I believe.
Yep, that's right. And here we have our Zerg player over in the upper left part of Taldrim Alter from the team MVP. Still a Warcraft 3 player as well as a Starcraft 2 player. He is.
MVP Violet.
MVP Violet. Not wearing his watch today. That's annoying though, to wear a watch and play StarCraft 2 at the same time. It's like banging against things. I don't like doing that either.
I don't really wear watches in general.
I've got one, but I don't really wear it.
They feel kind of heavy. I actually used to wear a watch like all the time for many, many years, and then I got kind of tired of it. And oh, yeah, that's what happened. I lost my watch, and then I got another watch, I lost it, and then I got another watch and it broke. I got another watch and it broke.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, I'm out of watches. So I just kind of learned to estimate the time really well and just depended on that.
Look at the sun and then hold up your pinky and your thumb and kind of measure it.
I didn't actually hold up my pinky and thumb, but yeah, I was able to kind of tell from the position of the sun, and I could estimate time. Like I could be like, well, I checked the clock when I was at home at 3:20, and it's been about 45 minutes, so I can estimate it's around 4.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I got pretty good at it. Get good at stuff you practice. Killer's going to go ahead and put down a pylon there.
Well, we've got
Probe being really annoying, stopping the Nexus from going out if he wanted to, although he's going to go Nexus first.
Zerg preventing a probe from putting down expansion. When's the last time you saw it go that way?
Turnabout is fair play.
I guess so. We had a pool first opening from Violet, going to be getting that Zergling speed pretty quick. Speedling expand is the safest thing to do in DBZ right now.
By the way, Killer, he's got a decent win rate against Zerg players, but he hasn't been doing very well recently. Lost in the Korean I-Cup tournament to Line, lost in the GSTL to Bebong. His latest game though was a win against Min in the GSTL, so there is that. On the other hand, same thing basically for Violet. He hasn't been playing Protoss very much. His only recent game was a win against any pro in his Code S group last season, so not sure what we're going to see from either of these players.
I think we're going to see a pretty quick third from Violet. We saw those Zerglings working on the rocks there.
Yeah.
And Killer, a common way that a lot of Protoss have been following up this Forge expand lately has been getting that Stargate, getting a Void Ray out, and then a couple Phoenixes to follow up. And on a map like Taldrim Ultra, I think that's a great opening. That drone is being so annoying in the base of Killer as well.
Yeah,
Got in there right before the cannon finished.
And that's actually really good because if he can keep it all alive for a while, then he can scout what the follow-up tech is. He can scout if it's a Stargate or what's going to happen, because Killer's not making a Stalker, man. He's trying to kill that probe before he makes anything, but he's not killing the drone, rather. He's not killing the drone.
So,
and the core is about to complete, though. We'll find out if he's going to build something in the face of that drone or not.
Yeah, I think he is probably going to go ahead and make a Stalker. Yep, he is. He's going to use that Stalker to finally chase the drone out. And the question is, after that, what's he going to make?
Oh!
Never mind. He's going to just lose the drone to a cannon. Well, that works too.
That works too, and the Twilight Council goes up immediately.
Ah, interesting. All right.
Huh. So go for a Blink Stalker rush, I guess?
Possibly. Otherwise, DTs are pretty good as well. Now, there was a probe hiding outside the eventual third of MVP Violet, but a Zergling did find it. Probe was kind of hiding in the bushes. I feel like DTs could do okay against Violet right now. He doesn't really have any detection. No Evo Chamber to speak of. Obviously, it's going to be a long, long time before the Dark Shrine would be finished, but I don't know. Could also be Blink, though, definitely.
Yep. We will see.
Oh, but it will be a Dark Shrine.
Dark Shrine.
Yep.
I was wrong.
And look at that. There's already a Spore Crawler going up in the base of Violet, rather.
Yep.
He did have that Evo Chamber after all. So he's going to be pretty well prepared for this. And I mean, that's the thing in ZVP right now is a lot of Zerg players are just going ahead and getting that Evo Chamber and a couple Spore Crawlers, because whether it's DTs or Void Rays, Phoenixes, it's going to be good for both of those. Not to mention you can get your upgrades going. So I think it's going to be in the future a little bit tough for DT openings versus Zerg unless the Zerg just forgets to get an Evo chamber, just decides not to for some reason.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Violet doesn't have a Spore in his main, though, so if he decides to run things by, it could cause some trouble if he goes for those Dark Templars running by. We're going to find out pretty soon. The Dark Shrine is going to complete very soon, but he is actually following it up with Blink and +1 ground weapon.
And Overlord's going to get in. How much is he going to see? Is the Overlord going to get there in time? He might. I think the Overlord's going to see it, Moltraf. Whoever you are.
Watching the vision.
Oh, he turned at the last moment.
No. Oh, wait.
Oh, it was just millimeters away from seeing that Dark Shrine.
He even saw the pylon right next to that Dark Shrine. That is horrible.
Oh, well, I mean, he's still got the Spore Crawlers there.
I mean, yeah, he's still okay, but misses out on seeing all that tech. Could have seen the Twilight Council as well.
Yeah.
Here comes those DTs running in there. I think he sees it coming.
Those DTs are going to be trapped by the Spore Crawler. Yep, Zergling's getting in there, killing the DTs. No problem, that one.
Wow.
Not getting away either. Oh, wow. That is just outside of the range. Oh, move your Zerglings, man. All right, there you go. Never mind.
All right.
Wait, what?
Waiting for that Overseer. So, even though he didn't technically scout the Dark Shrine, no damage done by those DTs. He killed a single drone and a few Zerglings.
I believe Killer has Blink, but he's deciding to take out that pylon anyway at his wall. Robobay on the way as well. He's going to go ahead and get out there, take his third base. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see Robotics Bane Colossi here in the future.
+2 weapons being upgraded for Killer. Same for Violet. Actually, +2 melee weapons being upgraded for Violet.
Yeah, always going to be going Zergling, Baneling, and Roach probably in this. Maybe adding on some Infestors a little bit later.
He's actually getting drops as well.
Oh.
So, and I don't think he's gotten Overlord speed yet, no. But, so yeah, he's going to be able to get Overlord speed after that and be able to drop Banelings, maybe do Roach drops.
Yep, well, I mean, Violet is one of those Zergs that does like to do a lot of drop play. But here's the thing about that is that Killer's on a team with TSL Revival, who is also, I would say,
he's the
Zerg
Roach drop
who does,
champion.
Yeah, he does like the most drops of any Zerg we've seen in the GSL yet. Most drop-oriented play, not just getting drops for fights and things like that. So Killer's probably got a lot of experience against something like that.
Definitely.
Could still work. We'll have to wait and see. There's a Robotics Bay going up for Killer right now, so he will be going into Colossi.
And let's see if he actually if he goes for +3 weapons after this, he's gonna have a really fast +3. I don't know if he's going to get that +3. It's an expensive upgrade. There's the pneumatized Carapace going on, so he's gonna have speed for his Overlords as well very soon, and drops. And we did see that Baneling nest earlier, so we could see the rolling Baneling drops across the Protoss army. It's very, very good against Zealots, Sentries, and even Stalkers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
yeah, if you can get over them, it does quite well. I mean, and if you can use your your opponent's force fields to your advantage, that also helps a lot. We see that quite a bit. Force fields kind of protect the units from the Zerglings, but then they're kind of trapped, and the Banelings kind of fall on them.
Yeah, so if the Protoss gets himself into a corner to have a defensive position and can't get away, it can be devastating. He is getting 2 Robotics Facility Colossus, though, so he's going to have a lot of Colossus very soon. That's
the thing. He's going to have so many Colossi that's going to be really tough for Zerglings to do any sort of damage at all. And even if the Banelings are dropped, they don't do that great against Stalkers. So Killer's going to have a great composition against this. Probably going to see a Spire from Violet once he realizes what's going on. But
28 Banelings just popping out there.
That's a lot of Banelings.
Not quite so many level.
It's a lot.
But it's a lot.
I always said over 30 Banelings is so many Banelings. Under 30, so we're like right on the edge. It's like many Banelings, but not quite so many Banelings.
I would say if it's difficult to estimate how many it is, then it's so many.
That's a good way of doing it too, I suppose. I'll take that. Oh, contaminate on the 2 gateways there. Or warp gates, rather.
Might as well take what you can get.
Violet's going to try to kill the 3rd here. How many Colossi are out right now for Killer?
It looks like he has 2. He's going to have 4 in a moment.
Yep.
Moments away from 4. He's actually got a warp prism queued up.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Can Violet do any damage, or is Killer just absolutely going to crush this with the Colossi and the Blink Stalkers?
There he goes in. He's got a lot of forces here.
Oh,
Zerglings leading the way.
Those Zerglings are going to die so quickly. Yeah, Violet's just going to pull back.
He tried to send in some Zerglings into the natural.
Oh, we can't get away.
Colossus is doing so much damage. Here comes the rolling Baneling drop, though. He blinks out of the way. Colossus taking Baneling hits, going down very quickly to the concentrated fire of the Roaches as well.
Wow, he just could not get those units out of the way in time. 3 out of the 4 Colossi being taken out by Banelings, as well as a good amount of Stalkers. And, you know, most of the Overlords escaping as well. So not a bad engagement for Violet right there. Didn't kill the 3rd, but he did kill some of those very expensive Robo units. That helps quite a bit.
Yep. And Killer, he's adding in, this is kind of interesting, he's adding in Immortals now, anticipating, well, never mind, now he's going back to Colossus.
Fight in the middle of the map there. Not going to work out quite as well for Violet. Now, Killer's getting Warp Prisms and some more DTs. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see him DT drop his opponent, get her on the Spore Crawlers that way. That would be quite helpful, especially on the Expos that Violet wants to take right now. Violet, of course, getting that Spire that you need against the Colossi. And an Infestation Pit, too.
He's getting 2 more Colossus, but he got a couple of Immortals out. Immortals very, very good against both Roaches and actually against Banelings. They're good for soaking up Baneling hits, since they only take the 10 damage from the Banelings.
Well, you know, what we've been seeing some Protoss players do lately is go for those early Colossi, and then once they know that the Zerg sees it, you know, they're going to be expecting Corruptors, so what they do then is get a Templar Archives after that.
Yeah.
And then just stop making Colossi. It looks like Killer's not doing that this
That's why I was curious that Killer decided to keep going with the Colossi.
It's not a bad choice. But,
well, no, it's not bad because I think he may have scouted and seen that the Spire only just finished, so... And hold that thought, a Warp Prism is traveling across the northern end of the map.
Yep.
This could be very, very cool, actually.
I always thought the Warp Prisms looked like the flying things from Tron, you know?
A little bit.
The, I don't know what they're called.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
Especially when you look at the portrait.
I don't know what they're called, but yeah. And here he's dropping down at the edge.
Yep, it is.
Violet does not see this. Couple DTs going in there. And there's no detection in the main.
Nope, and he could just kill that Spire as well.
That would be a really good thing to target down. Violet's army is way out of position in the middle of the map.
Those DTs could do whatever they want right now. Violet pulling back as fast as he possibly can. And what is Killer going to go after? Those Infestors would be a juicy target. Oh, nice fungal. Yeah. Good fungal there.
Yeah, so that other DT is not going to do any good.
These are not Zeratul from the single player, so they can't do cool things like stun a unit or blink or anything like that. Oh, Baneling drop on the mineral line.
Wow, that did a ton of damage.
Yep, gets a decent amount of probes there. And the Colossus are like, hey, did something happen here?
And he's actually got another Overlord full of Banelings over there waiting as well. He might try and go into one of the other expansions.
Now, both of these players are maxed out. And in maxed out to maxed out, Protoss generally favors, or generally fares better, so I'm trying to say, against Zerg in a big late game, you know, 200 versus 200 battle. So Violet's going to need to be very positional. He's going to need to be very, very careful about where he engages.
The flip side of that is that the Zerg is often able to reproduce their army after the battle a little faster. So if they can trade effectively, they can come back very, very quickly. Violet already has a bunch of larvae saved up that he's not spending right now.
Oh, another Baneling drop. Oh man, Banelings kill probes so fast.
Kills a cannon as well, but there's a DT in the main of Violet killing the Spire. And actually that's going to get taken out, never mind.
Spire's going to be okay, turning into a greater Spire in fact. Overmind's like, you've been promoted.
Good job holding off that Dark Templar.
That's right.
You get a promotion.
Way to take one for the team, Spire.
But yeah, I'm actually a little bit interested by the fact that there are 5 Colossus in the map and no Corruptors.
Yeah.
So I'm not. I mean, I guess he dropped a lot of Banelings on the Colossus before and then cleaned up with Roaches, but still interesting that he doesn't have anything really specifically to deal with those Colossus. And they can do so much damage, especially with the +3 weapons. They do 21 damage in a line.
Yeah, that's
double
a ton of
attacks. So basically 42 damage to several.
Goodbye, Evo Chamber. Oh, is he going to go for the Dark Shrine again?
Oh,
There's
no, he's going for the
right
Spire.
there. He's going to kill it too. He's going to get it.
Transfuse on the Spire. Another one.
Oh, is he going to keep it alive?
Enough.
No. Wow. That is a huge loss for MVP Violet right now.
Wow.
Broodlords would be pretty nice right now. Another DT getting warped in to fend off these Zerglings that have been dropped into the main base of TSL Killer. And, you know, not a lot of probes there to kill yet.
That would be kind of tit for tat if he was able to kill off some tech buildings of Killer.
Might get the Robo Bay, but I don't know. Here comes the army of Violet as well. He's going to try to push right now. He does get the Robo Bay. It's going to help quite a bit. But, you know, Killer's been producing Templar now for a while. He doesn't necessarily need that Robo Bay all that much. Oh, here he comes. Storm killing a lot of Lings. Oh, and an Infestor, too. He was able to feed back that.
Oh! Late Phoenixes catching Infestors. Picking off those Infestors, that was actually a beautiful idea for Killer.
Yep.
To get those Phoenixes for doing little snipes like that on important units. That's actually a really cool idea there.
Both of these guys still maxed out. What is the worker count right now? It is 83 to 68, or 63 to 68 rather.
So about even, yeah.
Yeah, pretty even. So it's going to be pretty difficult right now for Violet to take more bases. You know, he's going to want to try, but he's going to have to deal with this army of Killer right now. This is going to be pretty tough.
Worry about this even more than getting more bases. Killer's going in for the kill.
Yep.
Will he live up to his name with this attack?
Here we go. Baneling drops on everything. He's going to get the Templar with the Banelings. Nice job with those Banelings there, but is it going to be enough? So much stuff dying for MVP Violet.
Yeah, huge Baneling hits. There's the Corruptors out now.
Yeah, I don't know, though.
More Storms going down on everything, even picking off the Queen.
And it is only Colossi now for Killer with just a couple of Mortals. Oh, he's got a lot of Stalkers.
Oh, there the Stalkers are there.
They were under the Corruptors, and that is going to be it. TSL Killer looks like he's going to be taking out MVP Violet.
There he is, GG. Coming from Violet. So Violet having a tough time here is going to go down 0-2 in this group. He's going to be falling down to the up and down matches.
And you know what, Mole Trap? We've got a rematch on our hands. Our next game is going to be Liquid Huck versus TSL Killer.
Oh my gosh.
Killer's got a chance to come back, advance, and knock Huck. Well, he doesn't really knock Huck down out of anything. He just makes it so Huck stays in Code S.
Yeah.
So either way, you know, Huck is guaranteed to stay in Code S, which is nice.
Yeah, Killer's got to be happy about that.
Yep.
Looking a little relieved.
Yeah, I'm so excited about this. You know, is Killer going to be able to come back and actually win a game against Huck in PvP? If it's the
rematch, man. He wanted a rematch anyway. He got it. He lost it. Now he gets another shot. Robin gets another shot.
That's right.
Is he going to be able to bust out the homing arrow, or is he going to stay in Code S and not advance this time?
The homing arrow. All right, well, there's our results so far. Win-win for Startail Bomber. He's going to the round of 16 for sure. Loss for MVP Violet. He's going down to the up and down matches. Huck with 1 win, 1 loss, and TSL Killer with the same. So those two are going to duke it out in just a moment. And the map is actually going to be Metalopolis. I guess it is still in the map pool. Never mind. And so a PvP on Metalopolis.
Yep, not in the map pool for the ladder, but it is in the map pool for the GSL.
It's a good map. I like Metalopolis. I still do. I miss it. So Metalopolis as a PvP map is one of those maps that's pretty good for cheese. We're going to take a 5-minute break. You can think about the cheese, think about the rematch, get a snack. We'll be right back. This is the GSL Code S.